A lot of people in a book live video. It's wonderful. There's been 3 of us in over a year.
Yeah, this is a nice little group.
Mm-hmm.
It is. I'm very proud of it.
I apologize to everyone for my hair, first and foremost.
I apologize to everyone for what they're about to watch.
The OGs right here.
It is the OG.
There goes the water.
At least it wasn't beer. Let's go.
Hi, everybody. Oh,
Hi.
someone's on.
We got. Does it say who? 3?
Yeah, it takes a little
Yeah.
bit of a delay.
Okay, it's been a while since I've done one of these.
Callie's back.
I am. Hi guys.
Oh, there's 3
Hi.
people on.
She was here for the first time we ever did a live book talk video,
Right.
and then she fell off the face of the earth.
I did fall off the face of the earth. So water down. Most of you probably
Cassandra.
don't know me
Hi,
very
Amanda.
well.
Hi, Amanda.
Let's see.
I'm gonna have to try and skip a little.
I know.
I know. Because everybody's so teeny tiny.
Brandy. Hi.
Hi, Brandy.
Oh.
What, you want me?
No.
I can show her on my phone, but you guys won't see her.
Roslyn.
Hi.
Hi. Hello. Hi. So, we got things happening, stuff's going on. Hi, Brandy, our other wonderful
Our
moderator.
non-Kansas moderator.
Oh, we love you. We're gonna have to get together and do a book talk with the 4 of us.
It'll have to be
Book
like
tour.
our 1K celebration or something.
I can't do that next month.
Yeah, it's growing
Next
so
month
fast.
is busy. Yeah, where are you guys all coming from? It's insane. I love it though. You keep coming. We
And
like
bring
you
your
all.
friends. I saw that some of you guys had invited friends and new people. I love that.
Yes. So I have a couple announcements before we even get started with book talk for Confess. I put together. They gave input, so we're good. Put together some shirts and some other things on teespring.com. It's just a prototype. It's not the real thing. It is real, but you know,
It's here.
For you.
yeah. Anyways, you can go to teespring.com/YABC YA Book Club and get support to the book club. 25% of the proceeds goes to
St. Jude?
St. Jude's Children's Research
Research.
Hospital, and then the rest goes back to our book club for
So that will-
giveaways
yeah,
and stuff like that.
Giveaways and prizes.
Yeah,
and
so
things
that way
like
we can have really good things to give to you guys, and we can also give you guys merch too. So it'll be great. So I will end up putting that in our pinned
At the top of the page.
Yep, the
Yeah.
pinned thingy at the top of the page. I'll put the link there. So if you guys ever wanted to check it out, there's all kinds of stuff. There's mugs, stickers, t-shirts, hoodies.
So
Great.
cute, so comfy.
She's wearing a shirt.
I am wearing a
it's
shirt.
So cute.
This is, I don't know.
And turn around
Okay.
to your back.
Bookish thoughts and epic reads.
So cute.
Yes. So, anyways, just
Support
wanted
book
to
club.
support book club.
We love you.
We give back. It's a good cause.
You're helping charity.
Helping the club grow. It's great. And then what
So
was the
weird.
other thing we wanted to talk about?
Since,
Next month's book.
well, no, we want to talk about. We hit 500 members, guys.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you. See, I'm not all there today. So we're going to be doing a giveaway anyways because we hit over 500 members. So I also post this, but to be entered into the giveaway just like this, book talk, and you will be entered. That's it.
Woot.
And we will do a giveaway.
So I expect to see a bunch of likes right now.
And
what's the
Everybody
giveaway?
watching.
The giveaway, we're giving away 5 $10 Amazon gift cards. International, everyone is totally...
If it
Everyone's
wasn't for a
eligible.
good cause, I mentioned I could totally make those.
Oh, I know, Victoria.
We'll be hitting you up.
We
don't worry.
did not even, we totally blanked on it, Victoria. We know you can do those things because I still have my cute little shoes that I love so much.
Me too.
We just totally blanked on that.
Yeah.
Amanda bought us chocolate, so please forgive us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
buy
we're
chocolate.
gonna be stuffing our faces.
It's been a long day. So anyway, so we're doing the giveaway. We're doing 5 $10 Amazon gift cards. And so just like this video, and that's
I
how
win.
I'll give them a week.
So yeah.
Yep.
Woo! We're outside.
We're in my sunroom because I have a sick kid inside, and I don't want these guys getting sick.
So make sure you if you're watching this later, if you're in the UK and you're catching up with us, tell your friends in the group by next Saturday night, and then we'll draw 5 winners.
5 winners from the people who have liked this video. I'm excited for that. All right, anyways, let's get to confess. Ready?
Yes,
All right,
I'm
go.
so ready. First off, I want to say I love the cover of this book, the watercolor thing.
I do too.
I just think it is so pretty and so simple, and it doesn't really give away anything, but it still kind of ties with the book. The cover always got my attention.
I didn't even realize there was a face in that
There
cover.
is I was just about to say, there's a face, you guys.
There's a face in the cover. I didn't realize that for like a
Look at
year.
her lips, those luscious lips.
Auburn's hot. All right. So, I wanted to know if you guys had any preconceived ideas of this book before going into it.
So, you gave me kind of a summary without giving away too much. And I thought it was more about the confessions themselves and not about the story.
I'm gonna help moderate comments.
Not about the story that we have. Like, I thought it was going to be like a compilation of confessions.
Amanda says, I love this book. I cried before I even got... And me too. The prologue had
Yep.
me in tears. I think I
Yep.
even posted something. I'm like, thanks, Colleen. Thank you. I barely got started and I'm bawling my eyes out.
Yeah, it did that to me, but
Anyways.
I'm also really emotional. So. But I mean, I thought it was gonna be about like a compilation of confessions or something, and like those people's like little bits of those people's stories.
Oh, see, I like that.
I that's what I thought in my head that it was gonna be for some reason. Now you've kind of given me a summary, but for whatever reason in my head I got this idea that it was gonna be like a compilation, like Chicken Noodle Soup for the Soul or something.
Yeah.
See, I thought it was something because there's a book called Post Secret, and it's where people actually mail in their secrets, and the whole book is literally just everyone's secret.
Or like that app Whisper where you can post secrets for everybody.
And so I thought it was gonna be like that, where it was gonna have a lot of stuff throughout the book like that. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, and I was like, ooh, people's secrets.
Give me the dirt.
I'm so nosy. But I am nosy. And that just appealed to me, but it was way different than what I thought.
Victoria thought the same as you. Yeah.
Yep. So that was definitely, I mean, obviously I prefer it the way that it was.
Yes.
It was definitely way better than what I had in my head.
I honestly didn't have any preconceived ideas. I just knew I liked the way it looked, and I went into it blind. And I was happy that I did that. And I had read November 9th, and I was like, I need to read more Colleen Hoover books. And this is the second one I ever read. And it just...
She was a little dirty in this book. That surprised me.
She's dirty in all her books.
Yeah.
Is she really?
Oh, yeah.
This is the first Hoover book that I read, and I was texting Amanda through some of the dirty parts, and I was like, oh, Lord
We're
Jesus.
not really erotic novel people,
No.
but...
There's no 50 Shades going on in here.
But Colleen does it in good taste.
She does do it in good taste, but I was at work.
She was...
And you listen to your books too, don't you?
I listened to my books at work, and I was like, oh my God, and people are coming up and asking me questions, and I'm like, could you just go away? Like, it was crazy. I was halfway mortified and halfway like, I need to figure out what's going on in this book. And I was texting Amanda, I'm like, Lord Jesus, Hoover, what are you doing to me?
I was like, you can just skip past them. And she's like, no. I'm having a good time.
It's terrible.
Facebook didn't tell me y'all were like, oh, stupid Facebook.
Aw,
Oh,
man.
hi, Crystal.
Facebook fails
We're having a
sometimes.
contest if you like the page.
Do you wanna tell, I don't know, put a thing and say that we're live on the thing?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
I will do that.
Just for the people.
Who are surprised.
We're gonna post that we're live just in case.
Yeah.
It's
No, I
not.
didn't say that all for me either.
Alright, hold on 1 second. Uno momento.
Oh, you guys
We're
can keep
getting
going. Talk about how the prologue made everybody cry.
Prologue made everybody cry.
Terrible.
Um,
What is she doing to us? She makes us cry.
I know.
She does all the dirty stuff. I mean, come on, lady. Do you have any compassion for us at all?
Well, she's a new adult novelist, and so it was really surprising to me that the prologue was about a 15-year-old couple kind of thing. So I was like, what is this, you know? But then obviously you figure it out. All
I
right.
had to fast forward because I was at work.
Yeah, I was at work too, but I went ahead and listened to it.
Brandy said she's a genius.
She's a genius. Yes.
She's something.
Brandy's
She's an
hooked on the
evil genius.
hooves.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, can we talk about though how like the love of her life died at 15?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that
I'll love you for
just stabbed me in the heart. It really did. I'm so emotional. Everything makes me cry.
Oh.
Like literally, I get on Facebook and I see something about a cat that's so cute and I bawl. And
Victoria works with kids.
She's like, no,
That's
Timmy, no,
hilarious.
go away.
But I just lost it. I was like runny nose, blowing my nose at work, crying.
At least you
over
weren't
it.
on like a plane or something like.
I know.
Super.
It was so sad. It was just terrible. But I think it's such an important part of her story because of how everything else plays out. Like the end made
Blew your
so
mind.
much. I was seriously freaking because of the beginning and the way that she ended it. She's an evil genius.
She really is an evil genius.
I can't believe her. This was my very first Colleen Hoover book, so I was pretty shocked.
Yeah, that's why we get excited.
I am pregnant. My hormones make me bawl
Yeah.
even harder than I would have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pregnant too.
Speaking of, how's that going, by the way? How's the pregnancy going? Just a quick
It's
update.
going very well. I have a bump. Look, guys, if you
We
can
have a
see it.
baby book bump.
There's a little bookworm in there, waiting to come out and read books, but it's still got to bake. But it's going well. I just cry a lot.
I almost listed you guys to tell me how the heck.
He knew her name from the past.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
No, we can't tell you. That's why you read it.
yeah. So, skipping to the rest of the book from the prologue.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you real quick before we get too deep into the book. The Confess show. I know you watched that. How was that? How was that compared to the book?
Okay, so here's the thing. I finished the book, and then the same day I finished the series.
You
So
watched
one thing I did, yep.
Yeah, she's
Why?
insane.
Because
She's
Colleen
committed.
drove me nuts, guys.
This is why we
She
have
did.
chocolate.
So here's the thing. There are some differences between the show and the book. Most of them are logistical. Like instead of working at a hair salon in the book, she's working at a nursing home.
That was one of my favorite things about her, though.
The
Sorry.
reason that they do things like that and they make those little changes is because this was a very low budget independent
Melody
show.
thought that the show was horrible.
I love the show, but
Because
The
Sandra
reason
still
that
needs
they-
to watch
I liked
She
OMG
watched
in the
it.
show.
so the reason, yeah, Phil, I know, I've got them all over my Pinterest right now.
Rosalind watched the series the next day too. Victoria didn't. No, there is a show.
Go
We'll
90.
link it in the thing whenever
Instead
we're
of
done.
Austin, they were in LA. Those
Yeah.
are logistical things. They were in LA.
I
They
don't
had
think it changed
access
the
to a nursing
story
home.
very-
Yeah, they didn't change the story that much. They did make one change, and it's going to be a
Amanda
spoiler.
says your baby bump is cute.
Aw,
Brandy
thank you,
says
Amanda.
the
That
most
was
moving
one
part. Oh, when he washed her hair.
I know. I did like
Yeah.
that part, and I was very disappointed that that hadn't been in there. But the one big change, for those of you who've read the book, and it's going to be a spoiler. I spoil things, so you should know this.
It's
Don't
book talk. We're
listen
talking
to me.
about it.
Yeah, the spoilers
If you-
are inevitable. Just
Okay.
so you know.
She had sex with Owen while she was still like mentally with Trey. Now I'm not a fan of Trey, but in the book they made it so that through loopholes and through whatever definitions and moral guidelines you have, essentially she wasn't cheating. She had emotionally cut off ties with Trey by the time that she had slept with Owen. That was really important for me in the book because of how much integrity Auburn had. But in the show, they changed it so that they were still together, and it was kind of this dirty, sneaky thing. And I did not like that. That was the only change that they made that really actually bothered me. But other than that, I thought they did a really good job. The casting was on point.
Yes.
I'm really big into book casting. I like to assign celebrities and stuff to my characters in my books so that I know what I'm picturing in my head. And I
Brandy
love their
loved
casting.
her for waiting.
Yeah, she was, she reminds me a lot of Amy Davidson from 10 Rules for Dating My Teenage Daughter.
Okay.
If you guys remember that show from like way back with like
Yeah.
John Ritter and Kaylee Cuoco.
Yes, I don't like that part of the show. I don't like that she slept with Owen Moultrie. I agree, that bothered me. Okay.
That really did bother me too. It did. It was the biggest change that they made that was actually like a change that they didn't have to make and they shouldn't have made.
Yeah.
So that was the only thing, but all the rest of them were just logistical changes that they had to make in order to make the show. So
And we all know the book's better than any movie.
yeah, the book was so good.
Yeah. All right, so let's just go ahead and just start going through characters. I wrote pretty much everyone down. So we're going to start with Auburn. So we're just going to run through her situation, how she, like... Oh, one more thing before I talk about Auburn. I wanted to say the confessions that you read in the book, that they're all real. They're all sent in, which I thought that was very...
I love that.
Yeah, that was so neat.
And I also wanted to know, would you have
Yes.
sent in a
Yes.
confession? Wouldn't it be cool if your confession got made into a painting?
Oh.
You know,
And if your confession got made into a painting, would you buy that painting?
so
I'm not
in
that rich.
the show, the paintings didn't really correlate too much with the
Confessions?
with the
That
confessions.
makes me
They
sad.
were like portraits of people or faces that he was kind of inspired to do because of the confession, but it didn't really tie with the confession.
Brittany said I totally would have and bought that painting.
Yep. But I will say that the paintings in the show were very, very beautiful, and
Well,
they looked
Thursday
like
she
the
wants
cover.
to buy.
So-
She wants to do that awesome idea. I would buy a painting.
Did you know that there's pictures in the book?
I
This is a thing.
She didn't
With-
read
Oh
the
my
book.
gosh.
She listened to it, so she didn't know
So if
that
you were on Audible, it has the painting and then it has the confession on the back.
What?
I
So,
love the confession painting idea. I would so buy my own yeah.
and then the guy who did the paintings did them for the movie too.
So you can go to ColleenHoover.com and you
Yeah,
can
'cause this is
actually
the
buy.
painting.
You can buy these online.
The prints from the artist.
My
actually
mind
not
is
yet.
freaking
Oh, I
blown.
listened to it on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah.
Holy moly.
Aren't they beautiful?
So, like,
Those are beautiful paintings. I love those paintings. I think that they went so well.
oh, they're so beautiful. I love them all.
They look so much
Oh, there's
like
a
the
couple
front
in the back.
cover and
Oh, wait,
stuff
never mind.
too.
Is there in the back?
No, I don't think so.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
good.
yeah, they're just repeats in that.
So good.
All right, so Auburn. Let's go to Auburn. OMG. I'm so excited.
Is OMG a pun about the book?
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. So Auburn, she's, we find her in looking for a job after meeting with an expensive lawyer and all that stuff. That's crazy. I need to buy a print. That's awesome. Yes.
Yep.
And those are the same paintings. Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, you can go to ColleenHoover.com. Go to her shop and she has all of them there. You can get them in different sizes and stuff.
That's crazy. That blows my mind.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, listen to the audiobook and I need to go to the website to see. Yeah. Totally.
You know,
do that.
these are things that are kind of a downside. I'm always pro audiobook, pro Audible, but this is a downside to Audible is that they don't have
The
some of that
visual aid,
content
yeah.
that you get from the books.
Remind me to tell you
So-
about her Maybe Someday book because you'll like that.
Okay, all right.
Doesn't that one come with the soundtrack?
That one, if you read it, you can click on it and there's a playlist that goes with the
Yeah.
book
Yeah,
for her Maybe
But
Someday.
anyways,
Really?
we're not going to talk
Grab
about
it.
that right now. We're talking about Confess. All right,
All right,
Auburn.
Auburn.
Auburn. Let's talk about Auburn.
I loved her integrity. I loved how
yep.
she tried to do the best, and her first thought, no matter what, was I have to do what's good for my kid. And being a parent, now we're all parents here.
Right. Yep, that's true.
It's especially being a young parent. I had my first daughter at 21, and she was 20 in the book, and she had hers when she was 16.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of maturity and gump to be able to do that, and I love that drive because it's my kids are first, and I'm doing the best that I can for my kids, and I'll come second.
And I also like how it wasn't, I mean, her number one focus was AJ, but her second focus was doing what was right, too.
Yeah.
I loved that. And that was something that they changed in the show that I just couldn't get past. But in the book, she is so, she's so moral and like ethical all the time. She's determined to do what's right. She's determined to do what's good for AJ. She's just so good as a person, and she doesn't want to hurt anybody. She's very non-offensive as a person. It seems like who would hate this person, because she's just so nice and she's just struggling.
How many did you think she had a son before it was revealed, or was it a surprise?
Okay, so here's what I will say. Do not watch the show in tandem with the book, because the show will ruin it.
I was so impressed by her attitude, especially since she was
Yep.
I kind of had a feeling, just because I know a lot of young moms, so I had a feeling, because I couldn't think of why else she'd be going to a lawyer and talking about.
And she was in Austin, and you got this impression that she wasn't comfortable there. She didn't
Brandy
really
said
love
her
being
mind
there.
was blown about her son.
Oh.
It did blow my mind, but I was really
surprised to me.
disappointed that
Yeah,
I got
it
it
was a
spoiled
surprise.
before the book showed it
She
to
did
me.
get it. You like spoilers, though.
I do like spoilers, but I didn't like that one. I wasn't ready. If you
But it all
saw
made
the way
sense
that they
about her
revealed
personality. Yes.
her son
Yeah.
in the show, it was through this like text message. Like she's texting, and you see this little box that's got the text messages
Yeah.
between them, and it was like she was typing out, "He's my son." And then
Erase,
she
erase,
backed,
erase.
or she erased it, and I was like, "Are you freaking kidding me?" And I was multitasking, and I just
Victoria
happened to
said
look
she
up.
was shocked, but at the same time, she wasn't.
Yeah, I mean,
And Cassandra said she's definitely.
you knew that
yeah.
something was up right away when she was in Austin, and you got that feeling that she didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
You knew that something wasn't right. There was a reason.
Loved the beginning of the. Not the beginning, but I loved when she met Owen, and Owen dragged her into his place of work and gave her a job, and it was just like so fast paced, but it was so well written that it wasn't. Sometimes
It sucks you in right
yeah,
away.
sometimes when you read something and it's like bam, 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 and you just get lost and you're like, I don't know what just happened. But it was so smooth.
Yep, she did a very
It was
good
really
job.
good.
I just want to know how I can walk past a building and a really hot guy tells me I get a job.
No
working for
kidding.
him.
Getting paid $100 an
And you
hour,
know,
right?
in real life, that Owen is a Kiwi. He's got that New Zealand accent. And so, I mean, my mouth was like literally watering.
Lisa said she had an idea, but wasn't sure. Yeah.
Yep. There, you just knew right away when you're getting that sense. That,
I really loved Owen and Auburn's chemistry too. Like
Right from the get-go.
I know they were just completely back and forth. And
I
very
mean,
snarky.
even though Auburn's very, very awkward, she's still very personable.
Mhm.
And I really like that about her. Because I know that, we all feel awkward, but we all feel like who wouldn't like me,
I remember
that was something that's very universal for all of us.
when I was reading the book the first
The way he
time.
brought up his ex-girlfriend had me a bit worried at first.
Me too.
Yeah,
I thought he was a total
I was really
skis at
hoping
first.
Yeah.
he wasn't a bad guy.
I was totally calling that. I was like, he's a skis. He's gonna cheat on her. Check this girl out.
Yeah. I remember when I was reading the book for the first time, it was like about, I don't know, a little over a year ago. And we got to Owen the cat, and I remember I snapped a picture and I sent it to you, and I was like, there's a cat in this book.
I thought that was so
Dog person.
I have 4 cats at home. She's 3. I loved the fact that Rachel's got 0. I just loved the fact that he named her Owen Cat, and she's a girl. I loved that later in the book they were calling the cat Sparkles. Like, what a crappy name for a cat. It says Sparkles. Whatever.
Oh, yeah.
We love her. No, she was it was a very ironic thing. And that was another thing that they changed in the show. Owen Cat was a stuffed cat that was like warm.
I
It was
saw
like his
that.
lovey. And then it didn't have any more significance. Like, she saw it laying there and she picked it up a couple of times, but it just didn't have the significance, and it didn't have that giveaway to Trey that the real cat did in the book. So the Owen cat was just a really important part. When you take it out, you don't realize how important it is until you take it out.
I'm curious, what was your favorite part of the book?
My favorite part of the book.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to say my favorite part was probably when they went shopping for her birthday after her whole drunken night, which was It would be me.
So cute.
But he's like, pick an aisle, pick a shelf, and we'll buy whatever off of that. And then, like, even then it was for her son. But then, like, they went back and he set up the tent for her. And they bought food because he's like, I'm staying with you all weekend and everything. Or you're staying with me. And I was just like, I want to go to Target. I want someone to buy me something.
That's the quickest way to get into a girl's heart is to take her to Target.
Yeah.
Just point me to where the Starbucks is. Aisle S.
Right?
Lane Bucks.
Aisle Starbucks.
That's my favorite part too, says Cassandra. What about you? What's your favorite part?
I am a very big lover of damsel in distress anything.
Okay.
So when he whisked her to that hotel right after Trey attacked her, and he was just so sweet.
I'm sorry,
and
we're
tender.
going to have to talk about Trey.
I know.
We will. We're getting over our Owen and Auburn infatuation right now.
That to me was in the moments that they had in the hotel room and stuff. That to me was just so sweet, and I loved it. And I just loved how he like swooped in and grabbed her and just took her away. That was so precious to me. What was your favorite part?
I loved it when she was cutting his hair and she started crying.
Brandy, like their slow dance.
Oh yes, I love that too. And
that
she was like
so
counting.
cute, counting. I love that. That was a really good part in the movie too because she also counted there.
Yeah, I loved it.
Or show,
Julie
whatever.
said she liked when he found out that it was for her son, and that's how he found out about her son. Because her son.
Also the little bits of jealousy that he had before he knew that she had a son.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
he likes blue.
What shade of blue?
Right. And he's getting a little bit jealous. That was really
I love
cute
that
too.
he tells AJ shush and that secrets. He'll be strong.
Don't tell my kids that. I want them to tell me everything.
Yeah, I
Think about how awkward that would have been for him, though. He's like sitting there and he's like just like, and then the kid's like face to face with him, and he's like, "Hi,
What's up?
That just had to be so awkward.
Yeah, I love the slow dance too, Brandy. The slow dance
Slow
was
dance
really precious.
was awesome.
All right, let's move on. Boom, boom, boom. Nope.
Emery?
Wrong book. Yes, I want to talk about Emery because she was like the best roommate.
She's
ever.
so cute.
I
I mean,
love
that is
her.
the roommate that we all have dreamed of having.
I
when we
I've
got
had that
older.
roommate.
So sweet.
I loved her safety.
Meat dress. I love that Owen used it later, and he was texting her, and he's like, "Meat dress. Tell me you're okay."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was like, I think that it was unfair to call her roommate. I think that it was safe to say that she was a best friend.
Okay, when you pull a gun on someone
Yeah, that's
or someone else,
that's
your
a
bestie.
high level
That is
of
Rachel to
relationship.
me, says Amanda.
Aw.
Victoria says she was awesome.
I would shoot somebody for you.
Yeah, yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd shoot somebody for you guys.
Oh,
I mean, police officers are a little riskier now, but
I'll do it.
but yeah, that was
stop the crime.
really sweet, and she was putting a lot on the line
I
when
like
she
how-
drew the cop's gun on him.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
so-
I like how she was just, no matter what, like, she just went with the flow. Like, oh, this
Yeah.
is my boyfriend and stuff.
yeah,
And
yeah, that was so cute.
it's, you
Totally
need a
had her
ride or
back.
die.
Yeah.
And, she didn't really put any pressure on Auburn for anything or, like, give her opinion too much.
Yeah.
That's something that I really think is important in a friend.
Victoria says good thing she was nosy.
Right?
Yeah, yeah, she was nosy, that's true. But,
Oh, she's you.
yeah, that's true. I am pretty nosy.
We're-
But she's just a good friend. She was just there
She
to
was.
support her.
and they
love
worked
that.
together and they didn't get sick of each other.
Yep.
That was
Yeah.
good too.
That's some love because
Nope.
I don't know if I could commit that much.
All right, let's go ahead and get to Trey because I know you're wanting to talk about Trey. You need a drink first.
What skis? What a total.
I want to see
slime.
by angry faces how many people hated Trey. 'Cause
Yeah.
I need to know that you guys are on
Of
the same
angry
page.
faces. Let's see them. Oh, there's one.
It's
There's one. One person hated Trey.
It's
Are
a
you
lag.
kidding?
Give him a
There
second.
we go.
Give him a
Oh,
second.
okay.
Give him a
There
second.
we are.
that's Amanda being like, yes, I hate him. No.
All of the angry faces.
jerk face. I would like.
Yeah.
Cassandra, I think.
We're gonna have all angry faces.
Yeah, I know.
Like, what's wrong with this video?
What did they do to piss them off so much? It was so offensive.
Don't forget to give it a like back so other people like it.
No.
No, okay. You gotta go with me on this for a second. I wanted Trey to work out at the beginning.
You know what? I can see that. I can see how there was going to be this. They were developing like a love triangle,
Yeah.
and you're like, okay, I could almost root for this guy.
And then I was like, yes, I can get it, you know, and like he genuinely cares, and maybe he was jealous, and he's always loved her from the get-go.
Mm-hmm.
I would have shot him.
Yeah,
That's fair.
yeah.
So like
think so.
I was kind of cheering. I was like, yeah,
Brandy's with you, by the way.
See,
Yes.
awesome. I was like, okay, yeah, painter dude, but let's stable guy with a good job,
Right.
and he
He's
knows
a
my
police
kid.
officer.
And, yes.
He knows the kid. He's been raising the kid. He's
Yeah.
been helping with the kid.
And there's a good shot of her having the kid back. By
Yeah.
having
Right,
that
without going to court
Yeah.
and doing all the stuff that's going to put AJ in this really tough spot. It made sense.
Yeah. But then it was so possessive so fast that you
Yeah.
can't hang out with this person and you don't know what's best and you don't know, and I'm just like, who are you?
Now this to me, I mean, even if you go back to like your first little junior high romance or whatever, there's always a little bit of jealousy or whatever. So
Yeah.
even then, I was still like, well, maybe this is just his downside. Maybe he's just not. Maybe they just don't click.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, like personality wise, and she doesn't get why he's so jealous because she's so innocent and all this stuff. But then I was like, well, no, you're just an ass.
It was so bad, and then like when he started breaking in and coming into her,
Yeah, when he
her place.
started really using AJ as leverage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
and
who the
throwing that
hell
in
are
her face.
you to do? Oh,
Yeah.
No, I don't. I would have shot.
It
him.
was definitely like once you got to a certain point, you were like, nope, not on board anymore.
Yeah.
He's a total douche. But
Like he was stalking her. He was
Yeah.
using his police ability to stalk her.
I know, I
Not
couldn't
cool.
get that, and just everything that he did was towards the end was just skeezy and like everybody's worst nightmare.
He was manipulative and abused his power. I couldn't stand him. Right. Yes.
Yeah.
It's, and his mom was the same way. I hate his mom too.
Oh, Lydia in the book, Lydia in the show, just a horrible,
How sad
terrible
was
person.
it when they forgot her birthday?
I know.
I don't
that
think they
broke my
forgot
heart.
it. I think she was
I
just
think
like,
she
I
just
don't care.
personally was like, I just want to make it was a power play.
It
Yeah.
made me so sad.
Yeah, it was a power play. She was just like, well, you know, whatever.
Even in the beginning, she was nervous.
Nervous.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ugh, his mom says Brandy. I know. Ooh.
Yeah,
She's my least favorite. Yep.
Yeah. Now in this show, they kind of twisted it to be like a mental thing. She lost her son. She lost her husband, and somehow in those two losses,
Oh,
Lydia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And somehow in those two
My
losses,
husband hates him too. Your husband?
Oh, you
yeah.
guys read that together. I
How
want to
cool.
know.
cute.
Okay.
He wants me to add an angry face for him too, so this one's for him. Yes!
Thank you, Cassandra's
What's your
husband?
husband's name? Because we're going to applaud him right now.
Yeah.
Husband points to the max. He just wins.
So I mean in the show they kind of gave this kind of explanation as to why Lydia was so
I can see it being like
gripping.
a PTSD.
Yeah, like you lost your son as a teenager, and they always say like
Jacob.
no parent
Jacob
should.
Johnson.
You are awesome, Jacob.
You deserve 5 gold stars.
Buy your wife a book on Amazon.
They always say that no parent should have to bury their child, so I'm sure that's a really traumatic
Yeah,
thing.
definitely.
And I just can't imagine that that's easy to recover from. And if she doesn't get help and she doesn't find a way to do that, and since AJ looked so much like Adam,
It was
Yeah.
like her piece of, yeah.
I mean, I bet you that was like her just trying to grip on to some kind of
Yeah.
reality where
Yeah.
she could have her son back. I mean, even in the book, I think that it was reasonable
Yeah.
to deduce that. That's
I mean,
what
I
was going
definitely
on
get her
there.
point of view. Not that I liked her anymore, but
Right.
I understood.
But it also speaks to Auburn's character that in the end she wasn't wanting to just whisk AJ away from her or anything. She just wanted her son back. She
Yeah.
wasn't wanting to take him away from his grandma that he's
Yeah.
lived with and he's known and it has been, you know, his main caregiver for all this time. So I thought that was really nice.
Yes.
Even though she's wicked. And I hate her.
Hold on, let me open my notes. I want to talk about Adam's painting in the apartments, because I thought that was kind of significant. And then Owen seeing it, and I just liked that little circle.
So I loved Owen's sentiment at the end where he's like, some confessions just aren't yours to give or whatever. And he just never told her that he was the one that drew it.
Mm-hmm.
And he just let her think that that was from Adam for everything. I mean, that was what was insinuated.
It's so cute, though, when he goes and he's, like, critiquing it, and she's like...
I didn't tell you. Yep.
I'll ditch him right now if he says one bad thing.
Yeah, I thought that seriously blew my mind. That whole little circle where at the end you see Owen's painting in her apartment, and I was legit like having emotions and just mind blown all at the same time. I could not wrap my head around it.
Brandy got chills. Her
it was awesome.
She was crying so bad. Aww.
Yeah, it was so good.
And how the painting came about. Can we talk about that?
And the painting itself was like the two hands that were trying to touch when her and Adam were
Trey, that
yanked away,
pulled her.
Yeah, I just thought that had so much meaning.
I was so nervous that Owen's confession was going to be super creepy, but it wasn't.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the fact that he was there when Adam was sick, and like his life was falling apart at the same time her life was falling apart, and even then he like reached out. And
yep,
it's so fate full circle. It freaks me out, and I'm just like.
At that point, you just have to get married and have more babies.
Right, like, you're just...
There's no choice.
And paint each other.
That's serendipity. All the way. Mason is the middle name. I wanted to talk about that for a second.
I thought that was so cute.
And then Owen's initials being OMG, and how many times she, like, thought that in her brain.
Well, if you saw him in that show, you would understand why it's OMG.
Yeah. He was mouth-watering. You could just take a bite out of him. He was so cute. Sorry, guys.
Sorry for the men watching.
He is something. You should just go on Pinterest and take a look at him if you're not interested in watching this show. Just take a look. He's nice to look at.
Oh, my Lanta. What else? Oh, I wanted to talk about Owen's dad.
I get it.
That was crazy, but I mean,
Brandy's gonna have to watch the show now.
Yeah, you should watch the show. Even if you don't like adaptations, I think it was a really good twist.
Whoops, sorry. I'm not an adaptation person. I don't like adaptations very much, but I'll probably watch the show.
Yeah, it was good, and it's free. So that's good to know for later. I'll post a link when I get home or something.
With the Go 90 app.
Yeah, it's for Go 90, if you know what that is or you've heard of it. And you can also find a link on YouTube. So if you go to YouTube and search Confess by Colleen Hoover, you can find like the first 3 clips or something. Yeah. It's like the first episode and a half.
Yeah.
It's like the half of the second episode. And then there's a link in the description that'll take you right to Go 90, and that's how I found it.
Yeah.
So.
No, with his dad, I can understand why he got addicted to drugs. Like, not only was he dealing after the car crash with the physical pain,
but emotional.
To have his wife and his other son.
Well, it was the same as Lydia. It was the same pain.
Yeah.
It was the same pain where you're just hurting everybody around you. Boom. Yup.
But dude, look at how they both went such different ways.
Yeah, one just went for control and one went for
lost
control.
That's
I mean,
book club.
Grief is real, man. And when you lose a spouse or kid, that can really send you over the edge. And that was all clear in the book. It was, I mean, we're talking about 2 different people who are experiencing the same type of loss. It's crazy how that can just ruin your life like that. You know, I mean, Lydia was just pushing everybody away and burning bridges and breaking everybody's hearts by gripping onto AJ like that. And Owen's dad was just messed up, man.
I'm glad it got better at the end. And then, like, It was so smart of her to think of him and be
There
like,
was a lot of closure. I hate books that don't give you any closure to things
I feel like
that.
there could have been more closure though.
Yeah, there
Like
could
I
have been.
feel like there should be a second book.
I feel like that with every Colleen Hoover book.
Like I want to know more about what happens to these characters.
But see, that's the thing I like about her books, though, is it feels like it's very real life, and you're just getting a glimpse into someone's walk
Yeah,
through their
it's
life
just a
right
little
now.
window
Yeah.
of time in their lives, and
Well-
the characters are so real.
Well, she used to be a social worker before
Oh, that makes
she was an
sense.
author. So I'm like, she knows she's seen
She's got
She
stuff.
knows her
Stuff,
stuff.
yeah.
Yep, she knows her stuff. That's some material, but let me tell you, that was. I'm surprised you guys didn't notice that they were experiencing the same loss.
Have you seen Owen?
I know.
Like, I
he
was
very
I was
distracting.
focused.
We were in other places.
Like I said, I could take a bite out of him. I just love that guy.
Yeah. So, anything else you want to add about the book?
It's really good. Read her other books too.
Do read her other books. She has a new book coming out without merit, and then we're gonna go see Colleen
We're
Hoover
meeting her next week.
on
I am not.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. We're gonna.
Oh, we can sneak in.
Oh, that's okay.
If it wasn't like sold out, I would have been like.
Did I ever
"How
tell
come
you
with us?"
what's that guy's name? Sparks.
Nicholas Sparks.
I met him once, and he like introduced himself to me, and he's like, "I'm Nicholas Sparks," and I was like, "Okay."
I love Nicholas
I had
Sparks.
no idea I was
And I
reading at
kind
that
of want to
time.
kill her for this.
I was so rude to him, and I was like, I don't know. And my sister's like, "Did you meet Nicholas?" And I was like, "Who the hell is that guy?" I was so
Now we're gonna see a bunch
embarrassed.
of angry faces. And you
I
being
was
like,
so
no!
embarrassed. Like I can feel my face getting hot right now because I was so embarrassed that I did that. I was like, okay, like
Wah,
who are
wah.
you, guy? Whatever.
Dun dun dun.
I didn't know what my sister was taking me to. I was just going along with her to go along.
Oh,
I
that's
had no
funny.
idea what I was going to. It was so embarrassing. And I was an adult. No reason for that.
I loved the hand on the heart thing. It's so cute.
When
Oh
you
my
lose someone and
gosh.
it hurts like they're
And
right.
and that moment that they had in the parking lot where he did it and she did it, oh my gosh, that ripped me apart.
This is how
Oh.
jaded I am, though. I think of Mark Wahlberg in like that fear movie where he's like, no, it meant nothing.
So it meant nothing. Oh, it was that like got me right there, man. Right. in the
She
feels.
was like,
I felt like I was doing it at work. I was like, yeah, okay, like crying and doing it too. I was
she's like, go back to the
myself.
CBCs.
That's amazing.
So, AJ, what a sweet little kid.
Yes.
So cute.
Have you met 6-year-olds? They're all.
Well,
You get to have. You're growing one.
I know. And mine's
Oh.
really, I mean, it's not that sweet right now.
I almost have one.
Oh yeah.
She's gonna be 6.
We're gonna be
Oh
old.
my gosh, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh,
Yep, me too.
oh yeah. He was a good, smart kid.
Yeah.
He's
He's getting to go to public school now in book world. I'm excited for him.
I know, I was excited for him too. I was like, this poor kid has no friends.
Oh, yeah.
Lydia's the only friend he needed. Okay.
Well. I mean, that's not saying a whole
Trey.
lot. So overall, everybody likes the book, yes?
Yeah, see.
Yay, nay.
Mm.
Yeah. I give it. It has 5 stars on Goodreads, which is huge.
Yeah.
Hardly
Yeah.
any book has 5 stars on Goodreads, so
Yep.
big
That
deal.
was such a good book.
Yeah.
Such a good book. So much correlation and full
It's
circle and closure.
Well, speaking of good books, next month, which is tomorrow, we're reading this.
Stalking Jack the Ripper.
I'm so excited for it.
I'm excited too.
All I keep seeing is what's his name from Vampire Diaries.
Ian Somerhalder.
No,
Oh.
Pete
Paul.
West.
I don't
Wesley,
know. Paul,
or
Wesley. Yeah, I
Wesley.
think you're right.
Because he was Jack the Ripper or whatever.
He was?
Yeah.
In Vampire Diaries.
In Vampire
I didn't
Diaries.
watch all of it because I got sick of everybody switching partners.
Yeah, right. It got redundant after
Yeah.
a while.
I was like, how many times are we gonna have the same story?
You got
Everybody's
all
just
of her
making out
books.
with-
She got 8 more Colleen Hoover books.
Julie, will you be my best friend so I can borrow them all?
What's up, Julie? Yeah.
I got a library card.
My library doesn't have Colleen Hoover books.
What?
No, I've looked over and over
Maybe
again.
they're too dirty.
Maybe.
for Johnson County.
I bet they're
I
super
bet they're
shady.
in Wyandotte.
They are in Wyandotte. I got them.
Yeah, they got dirty books at my library. I just don't go there.
That's so funny.
That's
They
the
might
back
be in the
room.
dirty section. Yeah, I'm really excited about this book. So
Look how cute
October,
she is.
she's so cute. October is my favorite month because it's my birthday month, and I love Halloween, and I love all the creepy. And I am really excited that we got kind of a creepy dark book for October.
I'm excited. She just had another one come out that says Haunting Dracula.
Ooh.
The Haunting of Dracula or something like that. So it's like a second
Ooh,
book.
I'll have to do that. I've been reading a lot of like witchy type books lately,
You have been.
and I really am into it.
So
I don't know, so
I want to know who's excited to read this book because I'm really excited.
I'm excited.
Someone from KCK Library, like I went to renew it.
Yes, creepy books.
Yay!
I went to renew it and somebody already checked it out, so I'm assuming it's someone from book club, and I was mad because I couldn't
Yeah,
get it again.
just tell yourself it was from book club.
Me. Yes, Amanda. Brandy's excited. Sandra's excited.
We got a heart.
Yes.
Awesome.
So that's tomorrow. Starts tomorrow, guys.
Start at midnight.
I'm
Yeah.
not staying up till midnight to start a
No,
book.
I'm not either. I'm lucky I'm up right now.
Right?
At this point.
It wasn't me. I bought mine.
Oh, she saw my look I gave her when she said me. Ooh, there's tools on the back.
I
That's
know. There's tools on the back, y'all.
That's awesome.
Maybe we'll sneak into a morgue and get creepy.
Probably not.
So.
Very, very exciting.
Yep. So
We can go to a haunted place though.
there's an Indian graveyard down the street.
I don't mess with that kind of creepy.
We don't have to get on a grave. We can just be next to it.
This is as close as I'm willing to get right now, so we're good.
If we get that Paul Leslie
We can
coming
go.
with us, we can go.
Yeah, no kidding. I'll go anywhere with him.
All right. So I guess that's it. Are we good?
Make sure you guys like the video
To
and
be
tell
entered
your
into
friends.
enter into the giveaway, like the video, check out the merch. There's so many colors and fun things, and that's about it. So
Yep.
we'll see y'all in a week to do the giveaway.
Bye guys.
Bye. We love you so much. Thanks for being here.